Hi, we are Valley. Check out our interview at CreativeDisc.com, the #1 music website in Indonesia.
Woo.
Hello and welcome back to another CreativeDisc podcast, city listeners. My name is Dundhee Yuwono, and today I'm gonna have a chat with one of a most listened band. I'm already falling for this song, and I believe you're about to. So here with me now is Valley. Hey guys.
Hey!
So let me give some shout out. Is there any Michael, Karah, Rob, and Alex there, right?
Yeah.
How are you doing, guys? How's everything so far?
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Greetings from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Thanks for having us.
So I'm from Indonesia, in Southeast Asia, of course. And have you ever been to Indonesia though, for some holiday maybe?
No, which we really want to go. The second you guys can have us, we'd love to come and play show / meet everybody, meet you guys. That would be amazing. We do have a lot of amazing Indonesian food in Toronto, but I'm sure it doesn't compare to the real thing.
Yeah.
But love your food.
Okay, can't wait to have you here in Indonesia and try some Indonesian food, because a lot of people say that our food is way much better than other food. I don't know, I'm not sure, but
I can probably agree with that. Believe it.
So
What's the first thing we would have if we came to Indonesia? Like what would be the first thing you give us?
Okay, so the standard version of Indonesian food will be like nasi goreng. It's kind of fried rice, but with more spices into it. And also you have to try rendang. That's the most delicious food, I believe. And that's the thing that you have to try when you come to Indonesia.
Okay.
I kid you not, I literally just watched a video maybe a day or two ago on how to make, say the first one again?
The nasi goreng? Fried rice?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I literally watched a video on how to make the.
We'll take 4, please.
Yeah.
All right.
One extra for
With some extra eggs, maybe?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's introduce you to Indonesian people who never know you before. So correct me if I'm wrong. You guys are from Oakville, Ontario, and now based in Toronto, Canada. And this year, you've been nominated as Breakthrough Group of the Year on JUNO Awards 2020. Congratulations on that. But you actually formed by accident. Is that right? How come? Tell us more about it.
Yeah. Such a crazy story. So I'll give you the spark notes. So me and Alex went to high school together, and Karah and Mike went to high school together.
Okay.
And Alex behind me, we're just like playing around, doing covers and recording music, and Mickey and Karah were doing the same thing. So basically, I decided to book some studio time with Alex to record some ideas I had, and Mickey and Karah happened to be in the studio to be working and mixing on a song, and we overheard them, and we actually got double booked at the same time. So we basically both showed up by accident to the studio. And we heard their music, and we were like, this is really cool. We should maybe get together and make some music sometime. And then fast forward 6 years later, and we are now Valley.
And here you are.
Pretty that craziest episode. Yeah.
Right.
And we were a city apart, so the chances of us meeting were kind of slim. They're very, very much very lucky that we happened to be double booked. So when we signed our first record deal, we actually got the engineer who double booked us to come and party with us, because we were celebrating him, because he's the one that made it happen.
Right, right. So cool, because I never thought that you come into one union band for by accident. It's quite crazy, if you ever think about it, how the universe made you together to form a band and then create some great music, because I do love your music, guys. I do love your new songs, Hiccup, Kembali, and your new EP, which you're gonna be released on October 23rd, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it will call Sucks to See You Doing Better. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us more about this particular EP. I know that it's gonna be the name of the one track there, but why did you name the EP Sucks to See You Doing Better? Is there any jealousy happening there, or
honestly a little bit too? Karah, you want to
I think, yeah, I mean, we wrote this EP in sort of a transitional like period of our lives, like both personally, I think transitionally in terms of like our songwriting. And so I think a lot of the stuff that we sort of ended up writing was not a permanent feeling, like something that we've like felt our whole lives and wanted to write a song about or whatever, but very much just like momentary feelings of like I don't know, I saw this person that I used to go to high school with, and like we used to be really good friends, and then I'm still working at Starbucks and they are pulling up in their Tesla, you know what I mean?
Wow,
I think like stuff like that, like, in the moment you're like, yeah, that was annoying, or like that was triggering or whatever, I'm gonna write a song about it or whatever. But like I think that we all feel those kinds of things, and like this is a very much a snapshot of like very specific moments that we've had in the last like year, I would say. So yeah, it's not like a overall, it's not necessarily a bad thing, like even though the title is like sucks to see you doing better, but yeah, I think it's just like very, very snapshots.
Yeah, but it's like more like what is it, like push you to do better than them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's also a little bit of an inspirational kind of like, man, I need to get my shit together because clearly I'm fucking kind of just being negative, and like I need to shift focus because that's the only way to move forward, right? So definitely. Thanks for asking that. It's the first time we've talked about titles, so I feel very lucky to answer it with you guys.
Hey, the luckiest one is me because I got a chance to listen to your EP prior to its release, and I have to be honest, guys, I falling for you guys even more because I love all the songs.
That's the goal.
I love all of the tracks, guys, honestly, especially Hiccups and Kembali. I mean, can you give us a hint though about the EPs, which all of the CD listeners happen to have to wait until 23rd of October? Can you give us a hint about the EP? Is it gonna have a particular theme on it or whatever?
Yeah, I think every theme of the song, like Karah was mentioning, is like a snapshot, and they're actually pretty specific. This is the most specific Valley has been with songwriting, which we're always pushing. We kind of have this thing of like chasing the truth and like being putting the truth out there in its most naked form. I think in the past, like in our debut album, maybe we would like bounce away from saying things how they are. And what we've realized is the artists that really influence us the most don't hold back. They say it how it is. They don't try to, it's 100% or 0%. So on Sucks to See You Doing Better, it's very much just like my life sucks right now, you're doing better than me, and I hate it. Like that sucks.
Right.
Homebody is specifically just about not wanting to leave the room, having the choice to leave your room, but you don't want to. You're just sulking in your bed and your phone and just like reading Instagram and not answering your friends. Like you want to be sad. And on Be the One, it's all about taking the weight of a relationship. So I'm gonna let you win, you go have your fun, party, do whatever you want. I'm gonna take all that pain and carry it with me, and I'm gonna sit at home and watch The Office by myself. And then you have Hiccup, which is just a full-on flashback breakdown of a relationship. So they're all pretty specific things that you're aiming for. Because I found with our debut album, it was a little tougher to talk about. It was all songs that date back to high school for us, They're very preliminary, primary beginnings of this band. Now it's like every song has a very specific story, and that's gonna happen as the Valley develops, I think, more and more. I think it's gonna be easier for us to be like, well, that song is about that moment in my life. Straight up, no hiding anything.
Right.
So yeah, that's a little glimpse for you. I think that was every song I broke down, other than Nevermind, but Nevermind's already it.
Okay, so it's way more honest, if I could like conclude all the introduction for the EP, right? And why do you think those honesty it's the perfect way to picturize all of the stuff into the EP? Because I know that nowadays all of the musicians, it seems like being more honest to their fans through their songs. I mean, like they tell everyone how their life been, how suck is it to be like a human being and etc. But for particular musician, they stick to like this like living utopian world for some reason. But from the valley, for you guys point of view, why is it what is it important to tell us tell us to your fans to being honest?
I think I can answer this one. I think it's really. I think every artist kind of has a different approach, and I think it's how they consume music as well. And I think some people like escapism. They like staying positive in the music because it gives people positive reinforcement. But I think for us, we do that with the musical aspect of it. The escapism is you can dance to a song that's about a hard part of your life, and whereas the lyrics are more about really what's happened to us, how we're feeling at a certain time. And it's really easy to write songs when you're sad. So we kind of
social media.
Yeah, and social media.
People see through.
People see through it. So I think you have to be honest to connect to your fans. But then I think the escapism and happiness comes from coming to the show when we're allowed to do that next. And all of the ear candy happening and all the detail in the music and the textures in the music. But then the lyrics are like, you can listen to it and be like, holy shit, that's how I felt yesterday when I was crying to my mom about something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's really important to relate, but also keep that escapism for us.
Right.
It's just going back to like, you have to tell people how it is or they're going to see through you. They're just going to be like, you don't mean that. You're not actually saying that.
So it's the best way to connect to your fan through your story, which happens to their story as well, right?
Exactly.
That's the beauty of this EP is people are going to take it and Flexi Doing Better is going to take on a million different connotations for people. That's the best thing. Like no one hears one song the same way.
Yeah, totally agree. So, guys, right on your announcement about the new EP, you also released the acoustic version of Hiccup, and I felt more intimate for me and more personal. Is there any reason though that why you made the acoustic version of this song? I know that all of your fans through your Instagram story been asking for Hiccup acoustic version, but why in particular you need to release this version?
Well, that comes down again, like we were talking about earlier, is like getting to the core element of why people connect from music, which is stripping stuff back. I think that's so important. A lot of our favorite artists, we're very much producers. Like Mickey and Al, we all produce music, and we're very much technically inclined with that world of creating. So sometimes with most of our songs, they're very much produced. There's a lot going on. There's like 200 tracks. So I think there's something important about stripping that and only having like a vocal and a guitar and like us singing to you in a more personal way. I think that's a whole other connection. It's kind of like, I don't know, like I love so many Beatles songs, but just John Lennon singing Imagine on the piano like hits you so much different than like another Beatles song, like Strawberry Fields, like it's having that contrast is really important. I think that's what the Beatles did really well. So not saying we're the Beatles, but we want to make sure that we give people those flavors and you want to give people intimacy.
Different mood for a different day.
Exactly. There's Hiccup for a rainy day and there's Hiccup to, driving your car. You got to have the palette.
Okay, so it's funny that you mentioned Hiccup for driving around somewhere, right? Because here's the thing that after listening to your EP, I imagine that I went somewhere on a road trip while listening to your EP. But from your point of view, though, what is the best time to listen to your music, Valley music? What is the best time to listen to you?
Alex?
I feel
This
like
is for Alex.
I feel like there's a
You're good
feeling
with
for
this
everything.
stuff.
Like I feel like like if you're, I don't know, like there's a commuting time. There's songs that I don't know. There's commuting songs. There's different parts of your day when you're more active and you want to listen to a song that's more upbeat, or maybe you're sad and you want to listen to something that soothes your pain.
I feel like not to be corny, but like golden hour, like the sunset time,
Right.
when you're like on a nice highway or a freeway
Mhm.
is like perfect value. We make very cinematic music, so I feel like you need to be a lot of bigger things than you. Like you want big buildings, and you want a nice sunset, and you want lots of noise. You want like outside noise coming into the car because it enters the song.
Yeah.
I feel like you need bigger things than you around you.
It's more like a city sunset ambience kind of thing, right?
100%. Yeah. Not in the middle of nowhere. I don't think. It's got a lot of commotion.
Okay, so if you could describe your music through a certain color, what would it be and why? This is some random question of mine because I'm really curious.
The color behind you is really nice. I like it.
this random colors of mine.
I would say lately it's like purpley, lilac, sky blue.
The drums are very red though.
The drums are
The
red.
drums are
You think?
they're
I feel
intense.
like dark green.
Or dark
But
green.
they're hard in their face. You know?
And I think it
I would
changes
say
with every
colors
record.
that are juxtaposing colors. So like colors that can feel sad but also happy, as corny as that
Like
is.
a purple.
Like a purple.
Honestly, like a
It's
purple.
purple, right?
Like a purple could be sad, but a purple could be happy, or it could be
springtime.
mellow.
Funny is purple is kind of in between,
Yeah.
Guys,
just like
purple
yellow
is
was.
Purple.
color.
Purple or lilac and like a sky blue.
Totally agree because that's the color that I think in my mind whenever I listen to your music, and it's really connect to you guys.
Oh yeah.
So-
I wish I could hear music.
Okay, so if the listener or watcher happen to know you guys through this interview though, what song that you suggest them to listen to get to know Valley better?
Ooh.
Homebody.
I would start with Homebody, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Homebody it kind of encapsulates every new but old thing that we're trying to create with this band. It has a lot of organic instruments, which we've always had. We've always had acoustics. We always had these like lush textures, but we brought in all these new modern pop elements that we're falling in love with that we didn't even know a few years ago. So there's a lot of like deep bass, and there's a lot of like trashy drums, and I think that's a big example of what's coming in the new year after this EP. There's going to be more of this like clashing of sounds. We're going to do, more country and trap drums and whatever. Like we're just gonna go crazy with that. We're all about combining different genres of music that we love, and I mean genres. I mean, what the hell is a genre now? But like we're all clashing those things. So expect more of Homebody and that kind of growth for sure.
And lyrically, it's both kind of artistic and vague, while also very specific and. It's quirky, but it tells a story. Yeah,
100%.
So Homebody.
Okay, cool, nice selection. So my last question will be like, any message to your Indonesian fans who probably knew you before this interview?
Yeah. First of all, we love you. Thank you for supporting. Us. It's crazy. We live in Canada, very far away from you. So the fact that you're listening to our music boggles our minds. That's one. Two, we will try to come to Indonesia as soon as we physically can. We're gonna come and we're gonna play the best show ever. We're gonna have the biggest party ever, and everyone's gonna go wild. We're gonna have so much new music. We're gonna have a big production. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna make that happen one day. And three, I hope you're safe. I hope you guys are staying safe, trying to beat this whole pandemic so we could get the hell over to you guys and have a big party and play a show. So I would say those three things. We love you guys.
Great, thank you so much, Michael, Alex, Rob, and Karah for your time. It's been nice to talk to you, and I hope that we can meet someday in Indonesia.
Of course.
Yes,
You
that'd be
have our entire green room rider. Just come on by backstage. We'll give you all our food. You can come hang out with
And
us.
I will bring some rendang or fried rice for you guys. to taste.
What's going on the rider?
That's on the right.
Okay,
That is
okay.
the rider.
Okay,
I just
cool.
want a rice bar.